Hey guys, welcome back to Dive In Deep in Thought. You're here with Elias, and today I want to talk to you guys about the P in SEMP, the physical component of us, which we tend to take for granted as well. You know, our physical bodies are fit at some point in time, and we take this as something that's going to be there forever, but in actual case, it's not. And there's some parts of the physical body in which we forget about or we neglect, and we think, you know what, it'll deal with itself. But in reality, it won't. You know, we have to be aware of what we're doing to our bodies, and that everything we do will affect them in some way, whether it's positive or negative. And it's really important that we invest in our bodies now so that in the future we reap the rewards of this hard work we've done now. And it's enjoyable. It's really good to take care of yourself. You feel better, you work more optimally, and it puts you in a much better mood. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about the physical component of us. And if we can work on these small parts of the physical component that I'm going to go through today, I'm sure you'll be a very well functioning human being. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about is posture. Now, we never really think of posture, do we? Because we think our body's functioning. So what's the point of thinking about posture? It's not about looks, it's functionality too. So posture's really important, because when we're naturally living our lives, gravity tends to push our bodies down all the time. It's compressing your spine. It's, you know, if your head's a little bit forward, it's creating these forces that in the body that naturally will get worse and worse, and you'll get this forward head posture, this kyphotic type, you know, the excessive flexure of the upper back. So you got the forward head posture. And what that does, something just as simple as a forward head posture, what it does is, number one, it's creating an unnatural curve in the spine, because you're meant to have three natural curves: behind, just above behind your head, your upper back, and the small of your back. So it's like a bit of an S. So you've got these three natural curves. Once they get excessive, they can start to affect us. And when your back, your feet, the whole system, when one part is working too hard, the others have to lift up their game. And it's not fair to do that. If we can make the whole body work synergetically, that is the ideal situation. So with posture, why it's really critical is that a lot of our internal organs need a certain amount of space in order for them to function properly. By pressing on them, it's not very good for their functionality. So by having a forward head posture, or like a kyphotic posture, which is the, you know, tilted forward, what's happening is your lung capacity is already reduced by you moving forward, and this chamber in your chest where the lungs expand and contract, you're not getting the extra bit of oxygen going into your body. So it may not seem like much in one day, but in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, think of all the lack of oxygen your body is receiving because of something so simple as posture. So it's really important. Also, with having posture that's not aligned with your particular body type, with those three natural curves, is that it puts excessive stress and strain on your tendons and ligaments. Now, over time, they will wear out due to this muscle tightness. And especially if you're doing physical activity and or you're doing a very strenuous type of physical job, it's very important we stretch these muscles. You know, there's YouTube videos where you can do a full body stretch in about 35 minutes. And if you do that at least once a week, it'll make a big difference. It's not about doing too much and trying to be an Olympian. We shouldn't put that really high expectation in our heads. It's just about doing the small things every day that have a compounded effect, and you won't reap the rewards till later. So it's this delayed gratification I keep talking about. It's important we do that. Other ways of improving your posture is wearing the right shoes for your feet. When you're sitting, how long are you sitting for, and what posture are you sitting? When you're lifting things, how are you lifting them consistently, especially at work? Muscles that you believe are getting tight and they're giving you warning signs, are you addressing those issues, or are you just palming them off till they get bigger and detrimental later? So these are things we need to be consciously aware of, working on it, and it'll definitely improve your life day to day. The next thing I want to talk to you guys is the importance of stretching. Now, stretching is really important. You don't necessarily have to be doing a lot of exercise to stretch. Just sitting down every day for 8 hours is enough for your muscles to be tight, because you got to remember, you've got your self weight of your body plus gravity working on you. So even by doing nothing, just by existing, there's forces on your body you're unaware of. So forget this idea of having to be a sports player to be stretching. Everyone should be stretching, And it's good to stretch the tight muscles, and you'll really feel them hurt if they really are tight. Now, what stretching does is it actually relieves your stress. It brings down stress and anxiety because a lot of trauma and tightness is in our muscles. By stretching our muscles, it physiologically gets processed in our brain that you're more relaxed. There's less tightness, especially in your shoulders, in your lower back. These are places that hold a lot of stress. So by stretching, you're reducing your stress. The next thing you benefit from stretching is range of motion and flexibility. Now, this is really important. Have you ever tried to lift something and you've just turned your body and you've noticed that there's a bit of tightness in your lower back and you're like, oh shit, that might be something? It is something. What it is tightness in your lower back in certain areas. And when you do turn, it creates a vulnerable position where the muscles in your lower back may be weak. And what it does is it's sort of damaged a little bit of a nerve. So in order to take pressure off your lower back, exercising it, strengthening these muscles, they take pressure off it, and they will be able to endure more stress, and you won't get these lower back pains and shoulder pains and arm pains just by stretching. So stretching is really important. Doesn't take long. You could stretch each day for 5 minutes, or on every Sunday just spend a good 1 hour, stretch your full body, and watch how much more energetic you'll actually feel. You'll surprisingly have more energy rather than less energy. Now, the most important thing with the physical body that we got to do is exercise, movement, mobility. So this is person dependent. There's no point me telling you, do this routine, do this class. That's not how it works. With movement, you got to work with your body, your joints, and your abilities, and what you want to get out of this physical activity. So in order to benefit most from physical activity, you got to do something that gets your heart rate up, preferably above 120, 130 beats per minute. So it starts to, burn some calories, starts to get the blood pumping, starts to get the muscles working. You really want to bring up your heart rate. Going for a walk's still good. It's also very important to go for a walk. It deoxygenates your body. It's obviously by exercising, you're burning cells that are in your body as being stored there, especially dead cells. And I think it's really effective that every day, at least 15 to 20 minutes of some form of physical activity, whether it's a brisk walk, push-ups, squats, anything. You've got a body weight, you've got arms and legs, that means you can train. It's that simple. It really is. And you'll just build up more confidence with your physical body. When you see that your body can achieve things that you never thought possible, like doing 20 push-ups or doing 50 squats, it builds up your confidence and your self-esteem. And you're investing in yourself, which is the absolute biggest investment you could possibly do. I want to talk to you guys about repair. Depending on what you do throughout the day, the repair is, the vitamins, supplements, food, nutrition, whatever you put in your body in order for you to repair the damage throughout the day. Now, a balanced diet's really important. You're having your fruits, your veggies, lean meats, carbohydrates. But like I told you, there's no one way to tailor for everyone. Just being aware of this is enough, and going into some research into what you believe would be right for you. Some people like high protein diets while they're training. Some people like high carbohydrate diets to give them heaps of energy. There's many diets that you can do, and every few months, 6 months, 7 months, you find that there's a new diet coming out, the next big fad, and people jump on that wagon. And it's a personal choice. Do whatever you guys feel comfortable. So that's basically it with the physical body. It's really important we take care of our bodies. Like I told you, investing in it today, you'll definitely reap the rewards later. You'll look good, you'll feel good, you'll be good, and you're creating a representation for others to do it too. So when you lead by example, generally people will follow. Thanks for listening to today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If there's any recommendation you guys have for any future videos that you believe I can cover, or you might need help with, any questions, anything, nothing's off topic, I'm happy to address those issues for you. And I hope you guys stay physically fit and strong, and I'll see you in the next one. See you.